Hey, what's good people? What's good? What's going on, good people? We drawing from reference today. Let me cut my extra tablet down. We are going to draw. This is going to be the Flash. I'm going to turn this dude into the Flash. I'm going to turn this dude into Flash, and we are drawing from reference. I'm going to turn this guy into the Flash today. Put some tracing paper over him like that. What we're going to do, I'm going to zoom in a little closer. And feel free to follow me on all my social medias at Kirks_pencils. You can find me on YouTube at Kirks_pencils. You can find me on Twitter at Kirks_pencils. You can find me on Instagram at Kirks_pencils. And if you're on Facebook, it's Kirk's Art Page /KDA Pencils. And you can watch me from there. If you're watching this now live, just hit me in the chat. Hit me in the chat. We're drawing for reference today. And I found this picture. I did a Google search. I wanted that mouth, and you see this line right here. I wanted that eye, and I'm gonna turn this dude into the Flash. We're gonna have him like this, and I like the fact he had this on his ear, so that's gonna work out too. My extra device is in the way. Let me cut it down so I can see the chat. All right. So what I'm gonna do is draw over this picture. I'm gonna draw over this picture. So when you draw for reference, you want to always get a good picture and use that reference picture to make your character.
Okay, ma'am, you're gonna go take mom to the bank.
Okay.
Going to talk to Michael.
Okay.
About picking her up and.
Okay, so I'm forming this. I'm shaping this out to how I want it. So I want the ear there, his eye, which I'm going to use. Okay, and then his nose. So now we're going to get to this mouth and his jaw. Right here at the back of his ear. That's where I want his neck to go. Okay. So now you see my shape. That's my shape. Okay. So his mouth. Now this is the tough part right here. Just trying to get this. So I got the steps going. We're going to turn this dude into the Flash. So then his eye. Of course, this part you won't see. Because that'll be under his mask. That'll be under his mask, so you won't see that. But that's the shape. That is the shape. So let me do this and show you what that shape will look like. All right. So now that'll be basically our undersketch. That's our undersketch. I know his lips. We're going to go back as far as his eye. Okay. We got his nose, head, ear, all that in place. So we're going to turn this dude. Now we're going to start working on this. This is going to become the Flash workout. This picture we're going to turn into the Flash. Yep. So I can either go that way or I can come back here and just do like this. Take that out of there. And do something like stairs like that. Either way it go, I have my undersketch of my drawing. See? Either way it go, I got my undersketch and we can make this the Flash. Only thing I don't have is the neck right here. So we got his neck in there now. Okay, but I'm going to turn him, I'm going to have him like this when I draw him. Because I want to put that swoop, swoop in his the little wing that's on the top of his ear. We'll put that in there, okay? So now you're seeing the undersketch. This is the undersketch. This is something that we'll talk about on the Patreon page. If you become a member and join me on my Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/Kirk Allen. Every Saturday, I'll do some live hangouts like this and just show my process and possibly maybe share some tips that you can use when you're making your characters or making your drawings as well. But this is what we're going to use to draw the Flash. Let me sharpen my pencil. Get my sketchbook. And this should take us no more than, I'm going to say, 20 minutes, half an hour. Let's get the sketchbook out. I'm going to set this to the side. Bring this out some. We're going to use this as our reference. I'm going to set this to the side. Sit it right up here where I can see it. That's where it's going to be. Right up there so I can see it. That's where it's going to be. And we're going to draw everything right here in this page. Okay. This is going to be the flash workout. Let me get rid of this so you won't see it. Let's get down on the paper. Bring my camera down so we can get you in focus and you can see. Now we're going to draw the flash. And I have my reference right in front of me. My reference is right in front, right here. That's the reference photo because I took some tracing paper and put over it. And I'm going to use this guy and turn this guy into the flash. So you are watching Kirk's Pencils process. This is my process whenever I'm drawing my characters. Find a good reference and then just start sketching it. So this will be your original drawing. This will be a what they call, the original sketch. So first we're going to start out with a circle. We're going to start out with the big circle. Something like that. And it's going to be messy until I get everything where I want it. So I want him to be looking diagonally, so we're going to cut it like this. And so wherever I put this will determine how his eye is going to look. Put this circle here like that. I really didn't want to draw that kind of hard, but it came out hard. I want his face to be down. So now I can go back and adjust that. Because I want him looking down. I can adjust this. So now you watch me make all my mistakes. And you watch me correct those mistakes right here in the undersketch buildup of the flash. This is the undersketch buildup of the flash. So these guidelines that I'm putting in and everything else is going to determine how his features are going to fall into this picture. So at this point, I can make all the adjustments that are needed. And from there, I can put in just the right features to turn this sketch into the flash. So I want his eye to fall back here some. And using this point here and this point here helps me to know where to put that eye. That's what these guidelines are for. That's why you see me constantly going over these guidelines, just to get the perspective of how I want his head to lay. Okay, so now I'm getting his neck in there. Now the hard part is to get the mouth together. Is to get this part of the mouth onto here. It's the hard part. So I want to come over here some, drop down, and do my little stairs. I'm going to take this back because his eye is going to be here. So let's put his eye in there. I want it to be a little small. That's where his eye going to be. And remember, he has a helmet on, so I got to draw that in too. Right now, we're doing good with the basics that we have. So let's keep going. I know right now it don't look like anything. It don't look like the Flash in no way, form, or fashion. But trust me, the more we work on it, the more we get to turn him into the Flash. I want him to have a big chin, like Superman, superhero chin that is. All right, so now you're seeing a bit of it form out. And that's all coming from the reference. If you see how I made that reference picture into my basic head shape of the superhero I want to draw. And that hero that we're going to draw today is the Flash. So I took my reference photo. Which was this one. I took this reference photo, got me some tracing paper, put it over this guy. And now I was able to, from the reference photo, get the shape of his head, eye placement, ears, eye placement, nose, mouth, chin, jawline, and neck, all from that reference photo. And then when I put this white piece of paper under there, now I can sketch it in my sketchbook and turn it the way I want it to look. See, he's straight up on this one. But then as I sketched in on my sketchbook, I turned it so it actually looked like he's running. Okay? So now let's take this reference picture and turn it into the Flash. This is going to be our Flash workout. Okay? Let me pull out a little bit on my camera. All right, perfect. So now we got his eye in here. So now what I want to work on, let me get my reference photo again. Now I want to work on is the mask that's going to be over his eye here. So I want to work on the other eye on this side so I can get get his mask in here. And something like that. And then we're going to drop this over his eye. I'll take a black marker and I'll come over this to make it more defined so you can see. But for now, I just want to give him some crow's feet on the back of his eye. Okay. All right. So then I know his mask is going to come down. I didn't get any reference on that, but I can remember some of. I done drew him enough that I can remember some of his features of his mask. I know with the new Flash that been in the Justice League, his it came over his face like that. But we gonna keep it down. Okay, I'm gonna keep it down. Then here is where the swoop goes, and that's what I did in my reference photo. Was I put that swoop up in there? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get a stencil. I'm gonna get this stencil to make this section over his ear. I think that's too big. That might be too big. Let me look at that. That's too small. So let's go with this one. Is this an antenna that he uses when he's trying to go at this, or seeing that he moves as fast as the speed of sound? Maybe this break helps him when he breaks the sound barrier. It doesn't crush his eardrums. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so now let's put the smaller size on the inside of there. And I'll probably go down to a 5/16. Maybe I go to 7/8. Yeah, let's go to 7/8. Okay, using that stencil worked out. So now we're gonna just gonna sketch in something here. Then we're gonna get whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I'm making sounds again. I'm making sounds like my predecessor. Like my mentor. I'm making sounds like my mentor. And I'm just sketching in here to make something fit, to be honest. Okay, so that's good. All right. All right. Let's go with that. All right, so we've been drawing for 30, another 15 minutes from the opening. All right, let's get his nose in here. So we're going to get his nose, square it off. back, get that nostril in there like that. Get the side of his nose, like that. Bring this down here like that. Okay, now let's get the upper lip. Remember, I'm drawing him with his mouth open, just like my reference. Let me pull that back so you can see. His mouth is open, so now I need to see that. Okay, so let's let you look at this. All right, so now with his mouth, I'm going to come back a little bit here, and I'm going to drop it. This is as far back I can go from his eye. So I'm going to drop it like that, okay? And now his teeth are going to be in here. His bottom teeth. So this lip, I want it to come up and come in. Do something like this. And then this one would just go back. Like that, okay? Now for his chin, we're going to keep that superhero chin. This used to be a struggle for me when I first started, was getting that chin in there. So it just takes practice. As long as you keep drawing, you eventually get it the way it's supposed to be. Okay, but drawing from these guidelines and getting everything into perspective, or in what's the word am I looking for? Getting it into, I'm thinking organics. I can't even get the word out of my mouth. I'm trying to talk smart, and I can't even do it. But anyway, form of fashion, you want to get it into perspective and ergonomically as best as you can correct. Okay. So I got him having some real molars like he a vampire. But show a little bit of the gum up in there. Let's get some of the gum up in here. Some more of the gum line up in there. All right. Then this is the eye. We're going to do this like this. This we can cut off a little bit. So now you can see our flash is turning into the flash from that reference. From that reference to here, we're getting the flash. I'm doing all this in my sketchbook. Now, becoming a Patreon on my Patreon page, this is something that we'll be working on, talking about movies. I'm going to see Doctor Strange this afternoon. All right. Flash is coming into formation. all from all these messy lines that I drew on this paper from my reference photo. You can see the flash starting to take shape. I know he has these things in his head like that. Okay, so now let's get the top of his head together. And I'm not gonna sketch everything in there. Okay, so now that we got that in, we'll come back to the back of his head. Leave that open like that. Erase out some of this stuff. And that's the flash, people. That is the flash. Gotta plug up my camera because the battery is low. Okay, that should take care of the battery. So now all I have to do from this point is just add in some more detail, erase out some lines, and then show the final work. And there we go. That's the flash. You can't really, that light is really around the head a little bit more up there. So there we go. We took we took this reference photo and turned them into the flash. And I used the tracing paper to get my outline to turn this dude into the flash. There we go. That was the workout for the day. I think that was a good success. So that's how you could take reference photos and turn them into characters that you want to draw. And today we did the flash. So I'm going to sign this boy and get on up out of here and get on some other projects. It's just 40 minutes out of my day. We go. The Flash, people. In 40 minutes, 45 minutes. You see me go from beginning to end, from start to finish. It's a Saturday workout, Saturday drawing of the Flash. Glad you was able to sit still enough, long enough to watch me draw. We're done. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm gonna enjoy mine. About to go check out Doctor Strange this afternoon. And I'm out. Deuces.